telling us how he got rich overnight. Why can't you tell us? I want to know how he get rich overnight so I can get rich too legally.
And Marie, I never yet think of government to put food in a man.
I've never asked a government whether PNP or JLP to put food in my mouth. But what I'm asking, tell us how he got rich overnight and where he got his money from. That is what we want to know. Because your child, I am sure that you're not going to want to go your child and tell your child that everything you see, you have to do bandulu things, you have to the thief. Because basically, you have to do wrongs to ensure that you're going to get rich. That is what he's teaching our children. And if anybody who have good sense is going to know that we are going down the wrong road, we are right there.
And Marie, you know when me get when ANJU talk, you know, me don't go hear him, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, need ANJU to tell me to get the rich, because I love woman, I'm a 2 baby mother, I'm going to get a money for them, you know. You know when me need the more time, me make sure me go to make a 9 to 5, I mean the transport on the side. So,
but you alright. You are different, and you are different because guess what? Government. I'm not saying that ANJU did not complete most of the projects that PNP left, but what I'm asking, and I ask, and the young guy who up here so in the green cap jump off of the line. Tell me one policy that ANJU did. The police station is not a policy, and that is why I said to him gone wrong. Tell me one thing, out of the 10 years now you're going, you have not built one school. It hurt me so bad to hear that the Prime Minister of this country took out reading out of our school. Reading, when you read, you learn more. How can you, as a Prime Minister, take out reading out of school? Is it because your children did not go to public school, sir?
Him run everybody from Jamaica. And
look at the list. When come September morning, you know, I know a lot of teachers who will not return back to the classroom. They're going overseas. How can you take a 300% increase and give the teacher 6%? That means you want to be rich, but you want the poor to stay poorer.
And the thing is, again, I went to Vauxhall from 2001, from 1995 to 2000. And when I was there, I remember the teacher them out on Windward Road at the Bellevue Hospital there, so a protest, but we young and little, we wonder how really are going. So when you look on them say them want more pay, that's a long time. You know if at them time
So if they were protesting from then till now, why you think?
No, hold on, boys. I just share what I feel, you know. So me I say, then why this payment rules, payment teacher thing are gone? My sister is a flight instructor now at in the state. And when she reached a principal, she have to go away because she realized that they don't want to pay the amount what she forget. So she go look at better life, apply overseas and become a flight instructor. So me I say, oh, so I fly away because the government now pay. She said no, we want a better life. Like Jamaica not have no set when you come on to future life, them not have that structure. So everybody has to go away. Police, the security them overseas and get more paid than the police them out here. Why? Like them don't.
So alright, so let me ask you a question. And I'm going to go back because if you don't know your past, you can't know your future. When Michael Manley took over this country was bankrupt. They built it back. PJ built it back. We borrow money from IMF and we tell IMF bye-bye. We're not borrowing from you anymore. We pay you off your money. We're going to try run the country ourselves. Boop. PJ got it for how long? How many terms? 3 or 4 terms. And after he left, he gave it to Portia. Portia made her decision and she called the election. She lost to Bruce Golding. Right? I'm not going to say Bruce Golding was the worst prime minister because he made some very, very bad decision and it
better than holiness. When I'm biased, better than holiness.
It cost him his job as the prime minister of this country. Because not just Jamaica, it looked bad. It looked bad on the international market. Right? It was very bad while they do the saga. Because when I happened to travel overseas, and when I went there, they pulled every Jamaican out of the line. Every single Jamaican. And it was because of what was happening. There were 2 flights that landed on the ground, one from Montego Bay and one from Kingston. And I could hear the immigration officers asking some persons if they knew some persons out of Tivoli and all those stuff. It was really bad. I witnessed that. It was really bad. And that happened. PNP came back in power. And we had to do it all over again. We got the country bankrupt. When I hear people talking about FinSac is also a part of bad governance by the JLP. And nobody wants to speak about it. They did and all the research and they have all the findings, but yet the Prime Minister of this country will not release it because what he realizes that too many JLP personnel got help, got rich through FinSac and them cause it because them borrow money from all of these banks. Why you think that it is so hard for us to borrow bank from money now?
Borrow money from bank.
Borrow money from bank. Why you think that?
You see, I'm glad you tell me say I can't know the past. If I don't know the past, I can't know the future. And this is what I try to say a long time come on the platform.
This something is me gonna need to run because I work me there. But me gonna tell you something. If we don't put a stop to this now, one thing I want to ask Nigel Clark, why you said that Jamaica was in the best state of this country? Why did you run? You say you're not run to America. Why did you run away? We as well-thinking Jamaicans have to ask these questions.
More information will give out this way, Mr. Farid, than people are, when you see them, you just make them stay and question them. That's don't judge them because everybody have them feedback in this country. Everybody have them say. Whether if them are going to vote for them to get their money, they are going to vote for them and get that the all, and that's it. You know,
no. Let me ask you. Let me ask you one question, fast and quick. Me go just ask you one question and me go back in at the inbox because I'm at work, as I said.
Okay.
Why is it that we reach to this point where we now have to pay people to vote? We don't tell them the truth and allow them to make up their own minds. Why do we have to be putting money in shirts, money in envelope for somebody to go and vote? This is not what our poor parents fought for.
My grandmother said the same thing what you said. This has been going on a long time. So that now me I try to say sometimes we have to leave those stuff alone and show.
We can't leave. But it is the same thing that I just said. If you don't know your past, you cannot have a bright future.
That is a past, and it's still happening in the future. But what we need
still happening in the future because guess what? We allow politicians to do this and get away with it. We have videos on election day where you see persons paying persons out of vehicle and there is no consequences behind that.
We know the fault, but yet still, we're not trying to go deep down on it to make the necessary adjustment.
And that is why, guess what? That is why I like the impeachment bill. That is why I like when politicians are held accountable for their
Oh, I look at Jamaica.
treason
I watch
against
Jamaica.
this country.
And when I see how them behave like kids in a classroom, all of them, I couldn't look up and that made
So let me ask you a question. If you're going to have persons who barely can read and write in Parliament, what you think is going to happen?
Exactly.
When we don't set standards. I'm not saying that persons who barely can read and write cannot govern. But when you see them governing and it is not for the best interest of the masses of this country, we now need to take a stand and say time for us to move to go a different way. We cannot afford your grandchild, my grandchild, and everybody else's grandchildren on here to suffer because of these politicians. And what I'm seeing now, it is blatant robbery straight across from this government. When you have 13 member of parliament in the house who is under investigation for illicit enrichment, maybe money laundering and all these stuff. Why are we putting these 13 persons back on a ballot?
No man.
Me go answer the question. Do you know that they lock up the 80th Prime Minister in Miami the other day? Because he's funding terrorists from across the United States. I can tell you people here, the Americans might not be here now to lock up our Prime Minister, but from everything that I read from the IC report, with our Prime Minister here, he's in deep water. He's not going to come out and tell us, but he's in deep water when he's using the United States of America dollars to do his whatever he's doing, his money laundering, his layering, because that is what I read from the IC report, not from the PNP.
No man.
And I hear that people are saying that is the PNP putting in them personnel, right? And I want to ask the Prime Minister, labor rights will not say this. This IC committee was put in place by the Jamaica Labour Party and ANJU Holness. And this is the same IC that ANJU has taken to court to squash his illegal activities. It wasn't a PNP who put in this IC panel. It is the same Prime Minister. Why are you fighting your own? And I keep asking labor rights. Give me one thing that ANJU implemented. When I read their book, the IC report stands out. That's the only one that I can find. The IC committee that put in place. It might have been there, but it's execute it and find people and put them in there. And you're warring these same people that you put in place to govern this country. Why is it that every person who works with the government is supposed to do their to comply with to do their report, but the Prime Minister and the other 12 member of Parliament will not do it? Why? What is it that they have to hide?
To open again, and I would love to hear a view on it as well.
But I'm going to go in there for you as you realize that my phone is ringing. So I have to go, but I'll listen. Another morning we can probably take it up. I hope you might come back on 1 March and we can discuss it. But we need to stop and take a look at the road in which we're going, because we're going right over a cliff. And if you don't believe it, just watch and see.
Alright, you see what I get from this? I think one of the party is for the people and one of the party is for the country. So with both of them
No,
answers,
no, go again, go again. One of the party is for the people is the country, and one is for the rich people.
No man, I'm not gonna say it that way. I'm just saying
No,
it the way.
but that is it. But that is it, man. That is it.
No,
Fast and quick.
Hold on. Why I say that for the country? One is for the people and one is for the country. And why I
But the
say
people is the country.
Hold on, no, I'm Mary. Ask him which one is to the people and which one is to the country.
ladies. Asking questions, please. I'm just asking for errant answers. I don't want anybody to tell me what I am.
That is not an ask. That is not an ask. You say one is for the people and one is for the country. So we are saying who is for the people and who is for the country.
Mama, that's why you must listen to each other. I said, it's a question I ask her what I want to hear the take on it. I am saying.
Okay, my take.
You ask it. Okay.
All right, let me tell you my take on it. My take on it is because I will be voting this election, and it can never be for the JLP. Under from all what I'm seeing, from
that's why I
all.
want you guys to answer listen what I say, because that's not what I'm asking you guys. So I'm hearing.
Yeah, me understand it now. You mean to ask if one is for the people,
What
and
I'm
one is for
seeing.
the party.
Alright.
That's that.
I ask long time with the people.
Hold on.
And that him I try to ask.
And I'm going to be factual with it.
I am not trying to ask.
People's National Pain, the People's National Party is for the people of Jamaica. The Jamaica Labour Party has always been for the upper echelons of this country, which means they are for the rich.
Exactly.
And I can tell you again, my dear, when you look at it and look at what is happening, look on your TV, look in the news, what is happening, who is getting all these contracts, who is, you know, to say all of the poor people, them are get shut out. But me just answer you. Me just answer you. Me tell us that PNP is for the poor and JLP is for the rich.
That's not what I asked you. I said what I realized between one of the party. One is for the people and one is for the country.
No. The people is the country.
No.
The people of Jamaica.
I don't see it. I understand. Oh, you mean by
Listen until you get the understanding of him before you answer, yeah?
You're not just answer what you're doing. You're just gonna answer what your thought is. It's not your thought, it's mine. So the only way to
your thought.
I'm just saying that what I understand with each of the parties, one is for the people and one is for the country. And somebody said that.
What you mean by that?
I'm gonna every time I read that point, somebody incorrect. I can't even don't say what me I say. Oh God! All right, let me start it. Because I'm looking for answers. I'm not come to say this or that. I'm just saying no. When we realize America is still a country. We know that America is our country. Yeah. Them running out and now walk them running out. So I wonder if one of them place that we have gone. Because if you're for the people,
Right there we are going now, right the ANJU lead the country. Right this brother.
This is a big point, you know.
Right this brother. Right this Jamaica brother.
Listen, America say country first, you know. So when the country first, hell with the people them just have to follow up the policy them will come up. So what me I try to say.
So the country, okay. So what you're basically saying, the country would be the prime minister then, because if you have a head of state and it's going to say that country first,
and the people them first.
Hold on. If you have a, hold on, let me ask you one question. I want to get it right, so me answer you properly. If you say one is for the country, and if you're going to be for the country, you're going to have to put the people first.
No man, we can't mix it that way. That's why I say
How
now.
are you going to mix
All right,
it?
listen.
If for the country to prosper, you have to
Let me
put
break it
the
down.
people
Let me break it
first.
down. Let me break it down. 'Cause I'm not really breaking it down for one individual. I think this is a question I'm always ask people, and it always come back in a way that they're answering it towards how they live. You know, it's not
Okay,
really.
tell us the answer that you are looking for.
My views on that is that one for the people, one for the country. Now, I understand when you're for the country, and I also understand where it's for the people. It's a very delicate spot. Now, if you're going to choose the people of Jamaica, right, as a young youth out here, sometimes I try to say youth, because the system done in place that we're going to need. So it's some infrastructure that will come in, where we're going to take out typewriters, so go back to school, try and step forward. You know, that's what I'm sometimes I try to implement in some ideas here. But them people are not a politician, they're just like general or mean every day like. Some man don't want to go work as a man of education. Right? They still can tell them go ahead and find a job. See? But no, for the people, I think we are serving the people, which was very difficult because I was actually in that spot helping as well. With my cousin, man, to be a try to make the people understand. Say, listen, we know say the system are running for them. Oh, we need to catch up. You know, these are the stuff we need to show the youths them. Than tell them, boy, we're gone long time. Because
No, but you cannot. All right, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question before you move on.
Yeah.
Your foreparents, my foreparents, did not fight hard enough to get us where we are. How do you think we would be here where we are today? Because you're saying that to forget. Well, I know you're saying to forget about the past and deal with what we have here.
Forget about the past, you know. Listen, and yeah, we're not gonna ever forget about the past because the past is the past, and it gives us experience to live the future. So that's why I'm saying we can't go back to back every minute talking about that. I'm trying to find an answer for what I'm asking in the future. We can't go back to past, and sometimes we have this long say, yeah.
But the future not happening yet. A part of the future not happening yet. We're talking about now.
You cannot think about the past. We're gonna stay in the past.
You can't think about the past and stay in the past. You have to move on.
Listen, we have a car and we know say it have a license. You have it for 10 years and you know it have a license the upcoming years. So we can't just sit down and say, we learned that already. That is what I'm saying. With enough of us were here and we want to show the people them, say, watch ya, you know, you have to move on. As I just say, one is for the people and one for the country. Sometimes the country has developed move left the people don't know. But here what? We are so caught up. And it's good to help our brothers and sisters and say, listen to me man, we're gonna wise up, we can win this again. All we have to do is just we call it prepare. You understand? Because our mother and father work hard so we go to school. What we are gonna do? Sit down and watch our mother and father and now make them successful. Because what? A system coming in where it all put up on the next level. Nothing wrong with going up to a next level. We have to accept.
You see, me talk now. You see, you talk really, brother. Because you see, Jamaica now, most of ghetto youth in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Them lack of education, and these are the things that we have to move forward to. Because when you look upon it now, brother, we need a government to fight for that. And you see, from Jamalco, yeah.
Yes, guys. Give me a speech here. Give me a speech. But me just come online for the first time in my life. I always listen to people think, but I'll say something. What I'm saying right now, the guy said one is for the people and one is for the country. The people is the country, bro.
But that's what I kept telling him.
The people is the country. You have stated different. You have stated different way. You have still give people response for the country. You understand me? People is response for the country. So I'm that.
It's not gonna work. I instruct on that.
We are in the country, so the people is the country. I live in America. I'm a Jamaican, right? And there's nothing the JLP put forward to this country in live off of PNP all the time. The road, a Porsche Simpson and PGA. The airport they open or something there, St. Mary. From Michael man the days Michael want to do it. They shut it down. There's nothing they do for this. They don't build a school. They rob up all the money. Every one of them in a Liberal Party want a bank. And rob poor people.
No,
they don't do nothing.
No, him done something, man. Him build jail. Him build a lot of police stations.
Yeah, jail in jail.
Yeah, him build jail and
prison. He don't do nothing. He don't do nothing for the people of Jamaica.
Look for man.
But you see.
Make I say something to you guys. You see when them PJ when sign off the highway to China them, they fight against you and say I'm nothing good.
Yes.
And who get the benefit of them? All those road that cut sign off PNP days.
Yes.
Sign off.
And then that take credit for it now.
Come get the and get the benefit of it and look.
Yes. I want
to say something.
And take credit. There's nothing.
I want to say something.
Not that upon them own.
And
about no plan.
Hold on, Tiny. I want to say something to Fast Track. And I want to ask you a question, Fast Track. Do you remember when Portia was in power? England wanted to give her state of the art